Top 10 anime where main character is transported to another world. Number 10, Drifters, Shimizu Toyohisa. Shimizu Toyohisa, while involved in the Battle of Sekigahara, is critically wounded when he suddenly finds himself transported to a corridor of doors, where a bespectacled man at a desk waits for him. Faced with only a stoic man named Murasaki and hundreds of doors on both sides, Toyohisa is pulled into the nearest door and into a world completely unlike his own. There, Toyohisa meets other great warriors like him who have been transported as well, to be part of a group known as Drifters. The strange land is populated by all manner of fantastical creatures, as well as warriors from different eras. Now, Toyohisa and his group of unconventional heroes have to battle in a brand new world war to help the Empire's subjects, while protecting their world from the brutal ends. Number 9, Now and Then, Here and There, Shuzo Shu Matsutani. While walking home from school, Shu, the main protagonist, tries to save a strange girl, Lalaru, from kidnappers and is accidentally transported to an alternate Earth which is on the brink of being swallowed by the sun. There he meets an American girl from his time, Sarah, who was mistakenly captured because of her resemblance to Lalaru. Shu becomes an unwilling member of the crazy and cowardly King Hando's army, and Sarah is forced into the quarters of adult soldiers to be impregnated and is traumatized by her repeated rape. Lalaru, who can create water, a rarity at that time, using her pendant, is both a savior and a victim in a world where factions are willing to fight and die for her abilities, and at the same time keep her locked up. Number 8, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, Diablo. Takuma Sakamoto is a NET gamer who is mysteriously transported to the virtual world of his favorite role-playing game, Cross Reverie, with the appearance of his own character in the game, the Demon Lord Diablo. The two young girls, Rem and Shara, who summons him, attempt to use a spell to make Takuma their servant, but due to his magic ring with the ability Magic Reflection, both end up becoming his servants instead. With a serious case of social anxiety, Takuma decides to act like his character while interacting with others and makes use of his high stats and vast knowledge of Cross Reverie's lore to survive in his new environment, traveling along with Rem and Shara to look for a way to remove their slave collars, while helping them with their own personal issues that led them to summon him in the first place. Number 7, Cautious Hero, Seiya Ryagwin. A novice goddess named Ristart is placed in charge of saving the world of Gaybrand from a demon lord by summoning a human hero. In an S-class world, Gaybrand is extremely dangerous, so Ristart is careful to select a hero who will be able to prevail against the enemies. After a lot of searching, she finally settles on Seiya Ryagwin, whose stats seems many times greater than any other contender. However, upon summoning him, Ristart finds to her dismay that Seiya is ridiculously cautious of everything, including her. Refusing to even enter Gaybrand's safest areas until he is trained to a level that he is comfortable with, Seiya's introversion drives the goddess crazy. However, when the pair finally do set foot on Gaybrand, events may prove this hero's caution is well justified. Number 6, Log Horizon, Shuro. The world of Log Horizon explores the massively multiplayer online role-playing game, MMORPG, Eldertale that becomes a global success, with a user base of millions of players. However, after a game update, 30,000 Japanese gamers who are logged on at the time of the update suddenly find themselves transported into the virtual game world and donning their in-game avatars. In the midst of the event, a socially awkward gamer named Shuro, along with his friends, Natsugu and Akatsuki, decides to team up so that they may face this world, which unfortunately has now become their reality, along with the challenges and obstacles ahead of them. Praised for its epic tale, the anime explores the elements of gaming through the eyes of a master strategist. Number 5, No Game No Life, Sora and Shiro. No Game No Life follows the NET brother-sister duo of Sora and Shiro, who become insanely popular in the gaming community because of their extraordinary gaming skills. They are known for being unbeatable, and after getting impressed by their talent, a god from another world summons them into his world, Disboard. As soon as entering his world, Sora and Shiro realize that it is a real-life gaming world where stealing, war, and killing are forbidden, and all issues and conflicts are resolved by playing high-stake games. This strange new world gives the duo a new purpose in life, to beat everybody who crosses their path and become the new gods of this world. Number 4, Overlord, Mamanga. Isekai anime where main character is transported to another world is the most common thing you can come across as a fan of this genre. Overlord is another such virtual world anime based on the role-playing game that stars Ainzold Gaon alias Mamanga, a powerful, guild-leading wizard who can't be harmed by any physical attacks unless the weapons are actually able to crush his bones. With his magic at his disposal and mysterious items under his control, Mamanga is easily the most powerful character in the game. Unlike other action-packed anime, Overlord showcases Mamanga's unique abilities in the midst of his newfound and often hilariously tedious adventures in the MMORPG. Number 3, Konosuba, Kazuma Sato. Konosuba is a light novel series written by Natsume Akatsuki and illustrated by Kiron Mishima. The series follows Kazuma Sato, an indie teenager who is sent to a fantasy world after getting hit by a truck. He gets excited about his new life, but after realizing that it is, even more, dumber than the real world, all his hopes go down. With no extraordinary special powers following his death, Kazuma forms a dysfunctional adventuring party with the goddess of water who cries more than helping, an arch-wizard who just explodes everything, and a pervy crusader. He soon realizes that his afterlife is going to be terrible and nothing is going to be what he dreamt about. Number 2, Rising of the Shield Hero, Naofumi Iwatani. One of the best isekai anime series, Rising of the Shield Hero, is based on a light novel that follows the journey of Naofumi Iwatani, who was summoned to another world to serve as the Shield Hero, one of the 4 legendary heroes. However, after being falsely accused of sexual harassment, Naofumi's life changes completely. With a raging storm of hurt and mistrust in his heart, Naofumi begins his journey of strengthening himself and his reputation. He ventures on a journey to acquire different abilities and survive amid the demon outbreaks. As the representative of the Shield Hero, Naofumi must fight for the survival of the kingdom and protect the people of Melromark from their ill-fated future. Number 1, Ria Zero, Subaru Natsuki. Ria Zero, Starting Life in Another World is a well-known isekai anime where main character is transported to another world. Subaru, a good-for-nothing inetti, on his way to the convenience store suddenly gets transported to a parallel world with just a bag of groceries in his hand. There he meets a girl named Sat-Ella who helps him with the situation. While dealing with the new world, Subaru encounters catastrophes that result in his death, though he is always revived to a point in time where he can make substantial changes. With no luck and support, Subaru begins his journey in this fantasy world where life can be started again and again but from zero.